Listen, everyone, you seen the page name change, Drizzy. Damn right, I said it. Um, right now, I'm just sitting on the porch, relaxing, doing what I'm doing after a very successful day and a very blessed week. And however, we have things that's going on in the world that some of us choose to ignore. And sometimes I try to ignore it because I'm thinking about all the positivity. However, right now, I have my friend slash brother slash what I like to say one of the smartest people in the world that y'all probably never heard of, Kenneth Frierson. And welcome to Damn Right I Said It podcast. Kenneth, you was talking about some stuff, and I was like, we shouldn't be worried about that right now because, hey, we have things come up in 2026, but you saying something may happen in 2027. So, what you have in your mind?
Man, hey, listen, I have on my mind China. See, let me tell you what's going on. We got an administration of people in power in this country. They focusing on their wealth and their kingdom that they gonna have on earth, their earthly possession. But they ain't worried about the United States. They worried about their money. And China is building up their military presence and their influence throughout the world. And as an American of African descent, Native American descent, European descent, but I live in what we call America. Those things concern me because I feel like China is on the verge of attacking us in the United States because we are a weakened nation right now. We do have a great military, but we vulnerable because of the way our administration got our people focused on drug boats supposedly 2,000 miles away from the U.S. shores that can't make it here. But we shoot them out the water, and then China got aircraft carriers being built. They stealing technology. I mean, they
Well,
already
well,
smart
the
people.
Trump administration have aircraft carriers and things built. It's the Trump what they call it, the Trump
Trump
uh
Trump ain't Trump ain't built a aircraft carrier. They ain't even started. They ain't even designed. They ain't even playing. They just talking. It'll take 10 years for them to build an aircraft carrier.
so you saying Trump hasn't ordered anything to be built. That's what you trying to tell me.
It'll take 10 years for them to be built.
Let me check. Let me check.
They
Cause I'm
ain't building no.
keep going. Cause I want to make sure.
Yeah, it's gonna take them 10 years to build an aircraft carrier.
Let me see.
It's 10 years.
Okay. All right. Let's see what they say here. Military.com. Trump announces new class of battleship despite century evidence proving large warships are obsolete. So what you trying to say? You trying to say that warships are obsolete because he just he gonna have the Trump
Yeah,
class, the USS Defiant.
battleships. We don't launch howitzers at people no more. We ain't standing. We ain't going to a country. We have intercontinental ballistic ICBM. We don't go to the middle of the Pacific and fire shells at people. We got Tomahawk cruise missiles. Them suckers can pop out of a submarine underwater and fire and go to a target. So a battleship, what are you gonna do? Ram another ship with? You don't need a battleship. We need aircraft carriers to put our aircraft in the theater of battle. We
So
don't.
you don't think that aircraft becoming obsolete because of drones, like the use of drones in Ukraine? by the Soviet
Where
Union and the
you
Ukrainians.
where the platform you gonna launch a drone from? You got to launch the drone from a platform from an aircraft carrier.
So you say they should build aircraft carriers for drones alone? But would
No,
that be a good idea?
you can have drones with the aircraft. You got to have them all at the same time. The drones just be on the aircraft carrier.
Well,
But you got
what about this AI technology that could be, developed to
and you
actually?
still got to have eyes. You know who sees the target? Eyeball.
Okay, okay.
Eyeball
I'm
see.
just asking. I'm just asking these questions. I'm just asking these questions.
The drones that we fly now, they got cameras on it, so eyeballs can look and see what the target is.
Well, that's true. Cause I have
They
several
laser,
drones, and all of them.
they
Yes, I fly them with
they lay,
iPhone.
they laser the targets when the drones fly into a theater of battle. They laser the target. So somebody point a laser where the target is, and poof, they gone.
Mm. So you very concerned about the direction of our country under this current administration, as I can tell.
I'm very concerned because there's no focus on worldly things and having allies.
Well, to be
We
to
we
be
don't we
totally.
don't we don't we don't need to be the whole this hemisphere that we live in, this western hemisphere that we live in. Every country in the western hemisphere should be our friend and ally. We should be able to freely travel between the two. We should be doing commerce between the two countries. We should have free trade between Venezuela, Guyana, Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, Panama, Mexico.
And let's. I want to
Nicaragua.
one thing I want to bring to the people. Back in uh, late 2015 and 2016, we've had discussions, and you was actually a Trump supporter, not MAGA supporter, but Trump supporter, because you was, of course, involved in the transportation services business. Uh, what changed your mind by not being a supporter of his?
Well, hold up. Let's go back to my support for Trump. At that time, I supported Trump for this reason alone. Uh, first, well, this is the first reason. It's more than one reason. First reason, I supported Trump because Trump was proof that anybody can be president, or anybody should be able to be president of the United States. That's how Constitution was written and how the president was written. Anybody can be the president. A bum off the street should be able to say, you know what, I'm tired of being a bum on the street. I want to run for president so I can represent and be there for the bum. Like Congress people. The Congress people go to Congress because you got a representative. You got a group of people that need represented in Congress and told about, hey, this is our plight. What we going to do? We need to put some money over here. Well, I thought Trump was going to be a different type of cat because of what he would say about the economy and things that need to be done about the economy. And as a truck driver at the time, usually Republicans were good about limiting restrictive laws when it came to the trucking industry. But, and I thought he was going to be able to work better with the oil and gas industry to bring fuel prices, level them out, and bring stability to the oil and gas industry. But no, what he did was he made a sorry ass deal with with Iran and allow Iran to put oil and gas on the market that crippled the oil and gas industry here in the United States. He drove the barrel down to low level. When the price of a barrel of oil was in the 90s and $100 a barrel, our oil and gas industry was making money, not just the company, but the people who was working in the field, the drillers, the sand haulers, mud haulers, the laborers, the people that's laying pipe, they people who's working at Burger King and McDonald's, I can't get no justice check, making $25 and $30 an hour, and was working all night long. They was all making money. Everybody, they're building new motels and houses in places you never thought they would have a house. Water lines, different things. But see, when he got in office, he killed all of that. So, hey, once I learned, hey, man, you ain't, and all he talked about was the border wall. And the border wall ain't important. Wait a minute, hold up. Okay, yeah, you can build a border wall. Are you going to contract all the contractors, minorities, and so forth to get them contracts? No, he didn't do that because he ain't like minorities. He ain't like black people. He ain't like Hispanic. He's a racist. So, yeah, I changed my mind because he's a racist. He's dumb. I didn't know he was dumb as he was. He's a very unintelligent, low IQ person. Very low IQ.
We want to thank everybody for listening to Drizzy. Damn right, I said it. Right now, we're talking to Mr. Kenneth Frierson, like I said, who happened to, in my opinion, happen to be one of the smartest individuals that I ever met. And so, so back to this administration, I just wanted to give a little history on. At first, you thought he would do some good things for the country by being president, by being from outside the political realm. And however, now we see that who depends on your situation. Depends on your situation. A lot of people are not happy, including some of his own base of MAGA, Make America Great Again group, and he's lost many along the way, including MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene. How do you feel about that? And how that flipped so fast?
Well, with Marjorie Taylor Greene, she was misled and misguided from the beginning because when she got into Congress, she was ignorant about the political theater from the get-go. And so her ignorance is what really derailed her. If she had taken the time to sit down and look at everything and stop worrying about guns and and and, and gays and lesbians and look at the politics, that's not politics. Those are social issues. Those are opinion issues. Your opinion shouldn't play in law and order. There's no opinion when it comes to law. You either set a law, you set a standard, and you follow that. You follow those guidelines. Whether somebody's gay, lesbian, own guns, don't own guns, that's just a social con. That's a social thing. Um, but she hurt herself. She hurt the country with her racist rhetoric, her chastising people who lost lives and loved ones, the gun violence. She was insensitive to those people when she should have been very sensitive to them because gun violence is prevalent no matter where you go. Um, People have died from accidents, murders and stuff. But anyway, back to, had she just been a little bit more humble and not go full in and being a woman and knowing that the plight that women face in this country and have faced. I mean, women couldn't vote. Okay, they didn't want
Right.
women to do anything. And for her to, to always uh, fall into that trap of dealing with these politicians that deep down inside want her to be barefoot and pregnant. I mean, it's just one of them things. But then she realized, hey, I am a woman. And a lot of these women were taken advantage of. So I want to know the truth. And then when she started seeking the truth and realized, hey, I'm a woman, I could have been a victim of this. And she started talking again. Then the honesty came out. It's like, hey, you know what? This is real right here. This ain't no joke. I'm a woman. I'm a lady. I don't want some man just taking advantage of me because he can and just saying it locker room talk or you know Epstein or Trump or whoever, Bill Clinton, whatever. That's wrong. And when the minute she stood up and said, "Hey, we want to know the truth," then she started going doing things based on her real conservative values. It should be in everything, her real value system. Then she started getting backlash from Trump, and she realized, wait a minute, this dude didn't never care nothing about me. He wanted me to go and say all this crap that I said, believing it, falling for it, being bamboozled, but then you're gonna attack me because I'm thinking, well, you didn't you say you were honest president? You don't have anything to hide. Okay, now you look like you hiding stuff. I believed in you, Mr. President. I believe that your agenda was honest and forthright. Now I see that it's not. Wait a minute.
So,
Y'all are lying to me.
and speaking of the Epstein files, of course, according to certain reports by other, prominent news organizations that many people would call fake media, it has came out allegedly, because I haven't seen them in person myself, so this is alleged, that there are several pages that were blacked out in the Epstein files. Uh,
Yeah, there's several pages that have redactions on it, and I think
mm, mm, like I said, so when you have situations like that, and of course that's what is so sometimes amuses me, and I'm saying the word amuses me so much because many people in the MAGA movement, they wanted these files to come out because they wanted certain people to be exposed, but now it's someone trying to stop them from coming out because they feel they may be exposed. And
well, the people they wanted to expose the MAGA people are very fixated on uh
the Clintons,
Clinton. Okay,
right?
and that's the dumbest, most ridiculous thing. You subvert the politics of the people and the will of the people because you want about an old ass dude named Bill Clinton and his old wife named Hillary. These people in their 70s, almost 80 years old. What do they have to offer you? If you put them in jail tomorrow, they ain't never gonna see jail if you convict them. It's just like Donald Trump, they untouchable. So why you fixated on people that's untouchable?
So when you say untouchable, do you believe that even if something came up that
Untouchable.
that pointed
Untouchable.
towards our president doing some allegedly illegal, that he still wouldn't be touched? That what you're saying?
Yeah, because he's the president.
Mm.
Right now, he wouldn't be touched unless the Congress got together and impeached him. It would not. No, nobody's gonna do anything to that dude.
And
And a lot has to do with the fact that some of these politicians, Democrat and Republican, they got skeletons in their closet.
true. Allegedly true. Allegedly true. I'm in media here. Release
Yeah,
alleged.
I can
You
say
can say it.
they
I can't. I can't.
they
Allegedly.
got. Well, listen. They have skeletons in their closet.
So one
If I
more thing. Well,
if I ran for political office, guess what? I got some skeletons in my closet, but shit, I'm opening the door. Y'all gonna see these damn skeletons. Y'all gonna
so
judge me accordingly.
so to wrap things up, I want to go because we want to be one of those podcasts that don't be so long. Um, I want to ask you something. Have you been following the whole Nicki Minaj deal?
Yeah, so I kind of got a whiff of it, and then I started following it. And hey, man, deport them. You here illegally.
So
You gotta go.
so would you have said that before she started supporting what they call it, it's Turning Point USA, but what they call it, the PUSA? Do you would you have like
Well,
uh
listen.
well, asked
So
for
let me
deportation
no
before that?
no No, no, because I didn't even know where the chick was from. I didn't know she was. I didn't know she was from the Virgin Islands or
Trinidad.
Trinidad and
Yeah.
Tobago. I had no idea where she was from. I listened to her music a little bit. I didn't know anything about her, but she put herself out there for the exposure, and then to find out she came here she here illegally.
So you
So
saying because she support the Trump
no, I'm
administration
not
and
saying it
Turning
because
Point
she here.
USA, she should be deported? That's
No,
what you telling me?
no, that ain't what I said. So that's not what I said. I said I didn't know she was here illegally. She put it out there. I had no idea she was here illegally. But since she complaining about things in the political spectrum, and she came here illegally, well, you just go ahead and deport you. You here illegally.
Wow, wow.
Yeah,
That's
you came here illegally, but you talking about everything else that you how you like the Trump administration, well then like it when he deport your ass.
So do you think ICE would show up at her house?
Nah, ICE ain't gonna show up at the house because she got enough money not for the ICE not to show up at the house.
Allegedly, a lot of people are saying this. Alleged, a lot of people are saying the reason why she's given, you know, uh, allegiance to
She don't want to
Turning
get
Point
deported.
USA and the Trump administration is because
She don't want to get deported.
she's trying to protect her livelihood and
She don't want to get
and her
deported.
husband and her husband.
Who is her husband? I don't even know she was married. I don't know nothing about her other than she's 40 something years old
Mm,
and
okay,
ugly and was a prostitute, a whore, stripper, fake booty ooty.
that's all alleged. That has nothing to what is
It is what
Kenneth
it
what
is.
Kenneth Frierson is saying is we are no way supporting that. We are no way endorsing that here at Damn Right I Said It. Drizzy. Damn right I said
Damn
it.
right, I said it. She was a whore.
And with that, we'll say until next time. Thank you for listening to Drizzy. Damn right I said it. We'll be having several more discussions with people from all walks of life, but especially Kenneth Stewart Frierson. Damn right I said it.